Okay, AAA listeners, it's time for Black V to present Don't Hashtag This. I repeat, don't hashtag this. And now, your co-host.
I have technical difficulties. My bad. Just fuck up too. Anyway, we gonna jump right in, and I'm gonna play the intro like the right damn way I'm supposed to. Fuck all that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a TruthENTFilms.com presentation. We are aware, awoke, alive. We exist to bring you a fresh perspective on today's hot button issues. This is the AAA Podcast with your hosts, Tia McCrary and Jamar B.V. Harris.
Woo! Okay, now we do all that good shit. Nigga, I finally got it right. Woo! Yo, what's up? This your boy Black V. That's the 80. The special guest who's on this mother once again is Mr. Bend Over, aka Pastor Bend Over, BKA Dialo Bandz. Also, this motherfucker got so many different aliases. You would think the police would have thought he was like a hood CIA agent, spy type nigga. Like this motherfucker got like passports with Pot Roast Jones name on it. Yo, welcome back to the AAA Podcast. My co-host was not here at the time. She's still away, but I got my fill-in co-host who's basically become like the co-host, D80, and then Dialo Bandz once again, Mr. Bend Over, brother. Thank you from Deep Throat Conversations. Also, my fellow co-host on Bucket Naked, which we got to get Bucket Naked going back again, man. It's a bunch of freaky ass people out there we ain't been talking to.
Oh man, they out there.
There's
a bunch of ass eaters out there. I know they somewhere. We'll find them.
Yeah, I know. Gave that link to one of April's coworkers a while back for that Deep Throat Conversations, man. And he was like, "You guys are wild." So I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, that was them nights. Them nights was woo, man. Them nights to get some folks in trouble. All right, first and foremost, this is episode 83.
That's a good number, dog. 83.
Yeah, that's your year.
That's my year, dog.
Oh man, you still young. You still a puppy. You still a puppy with damn grown ass kid now.
Man, I forgot you.
Way to go.
Yeah, I'm old, and my brother older than me, so I'm okay with it. Oh, Dialo, welcome again to the show, brother. Welcome again to the show. I want to first and foremost thank you again for letting me be a guest last week on Deep Throat Conversations. You and Kiki held it down. Shouts out to Kiki as well. Shouts out to also It's a Hard Not Light podcast, and let's make sure we definitely give a shout out to TL presents Pussy Talk, and you know how that's doing very well. But brother Dialo, what you been up to, man? How's Jet Fly Clothing going? What else you been working on, brother?
Man, to be honest, bro, I'm trying to bounce back, man. You know, a player been going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm gonna bounce back. I had shut that shirt down shit for a minute, but I got some shit going on. I gotta, I'm brewing up. Just got back in the studio last week. That's been a minute. So be on the lookout for Pastor Bend Over Volume 1. You hear me, huh? It's coming. It's coming. So be on the way on that. Just try to,
what's that title again?
Followers up.
Pastor, tell them the title again, bro.
Volume 1, You Hear Me, huh? That's the name of it.
You hear me, huh?
Matter of fact, hey, I got some beats from yours truly, Jamar. So, hey, it's gonna be some original beats. Some original beats on that motherfucker. Listen, man, it's gonna get it cracking. It's gonna be it's
Yo,
gonna be
bro,
a
I'm
hot
just happy.
summer.
I can't wait to hear what you cooking up, bro. I can't wait to hear what you cooking up. I know it's gonna be crazy. I can't wait. I'm happy Pastor Bend Over chose my production. I just hope the Lord don't strike me with thunder or lightning when I hear the damn song getting did. He gonna take us all to hell with him.
I can only imagine what that song gonna be about, man. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. So D80, brother, you what's going on in the with all the filming, different projects and different things you're going on. I know you were working on Walls of Jade was in the process of filming, and some other projects you've been working on.
Yeah, and you know things have been kind of crazy, but yeah, we did start the filming of Walls of Jade last month. We're gonna continue at the end of the month. Hopefully, get episode 1 done, prayerfully speaking, and just keep that progressing. And then, as you know, we got some projects in the work, some commercial projects,
Yeah,
and of course, the entertainment aspect of it is always fun with Walls of Jade down in the valley, and then possibly with the Haitian story that we may be doing. That's always exciting, and to see things get bigger and bigger, and to see the possibility of these budgets to grow. Right, exactly. So it's like, okay, wow. So we're seeing the fruits of the labor, so to speak, and
yeah,
that's an amazing thing, man. Because it's times when you thinking like, okay, is this going to really happen? And now it's actually starting to happen. So
yeah. It's like being little kids again. And you
yeah,
know, in
yeah,
class when you a little kid, they give you that styrofoam cup with the seed in it, and you've been watching the windowsill, waiting for that little funky ass plant they didn't gave you to at least
it's
sprout
a little,
something. You see the first little green come out. You like, no,
yeah,
wait a minute.
right. Major facts.
Yeah,
So yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. And because I was kind of talking to April about, if you will, just with down the valley, and Miguel can kind of understand this coming from where we come from. Uh, I, I that story is a hope story, man. You
yeah,
know, it's gonna give so many kids who grew up where we come from, who can't basically Instagram their lives because of the seriousness of it and the poverty of it and the things that you don't see, the washing up in one room with 3 or 4 cousins, you know what I'm saying, sharing the
yeah.
same soap and all that stuff because you don't got nothing else, you know what I'm saying, like powdered milk and cereal, you know what I'm saying. So these are the stories that people not gonna be on the ground like, hey man, look at my government cheese.
Right.
I wish we could. I wish I could come up with a block of government cheese right now, bro. What?
That's not why I said that, but you know what I meant.
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But uh that story is to inspire those kids who grow up like that, who are still growing up like that, to say, hey, we did this, you can do it too. And not only can you do it, but you can do better by avoiding this. So it's I don't know, man. I'm just very, very excited about it. Even when we start shooting it, man, I may even like go behind the stage and cry a couple minutes and then come back and be like, all right, let's do this.
Man,
Because
this has been a
yeah,
lifetime like dream of yours. So I know what it means to both of us. I mean, because we lived it, or in the other characters in it. Well, the stories in it, other people think and experienced it and stuff like that. Man, it is based on true events and true stories. And so I'm excited about the project. I think it's going to be dope when we get to shoot it. And I think this is one of them projects where you say, hell no, nah, I'm not going to rush to do it. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to
right,
do it right. If I'm going to tell it, I'm going to tell it right. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Because
It is okay, but there is some fun elements to it,
yeah,
and that's what I mean, because the whole touchdown Chester thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I want, like, that's a funny moment, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it's a real moment. It's a serious moment because he's a real person and he really did these things. But the way when you see this, you're like, oh, this is some crazy shit. so
yeah,
it
yeah,
so it's just enjoyable, man. And again, I just want to inspire those kids who, again, I don't get to see them. I'm not in the projects anymore. I rarely go down to the prisons anymore to talk to those kids. So this is my way of kind of touching out to them, reaching out to them, saying, hey man, look, even though you come from those what we call humble beginnings, you can still make it and you can still do something. Because most of them feel like they can't.
yeah. What? Let me ask you a question real quick. What is, when you were going to these schools, not to these schools, but to these prisons and talking to these young men? Um, was it were it harder seeing their faces in there, or was it harder seeing them, some of them get out and still make the same mistakes and end right back up in.
That used to make me mad. Yeah, it. I think the hardest part was when they would come back, but because they age out the system, now you're going to prison. So you got 6 months here, but you know where you're going. So that their mentality, man, is changed as far as like, I have no hope. I know anything I do here don't matter. I'm already going to prison, so I can stab him. I shouldn't say that. So I can do whatever I want. I could wild out. I can do whatever because it's not going to add no real time because I'm already facing years. So
Right.
that was always hard for me. Especially when I know that deep down these kids really just wanted to be loved, to be heard.
Right.
And when you get to talking to them and you see the potential, man, you like, oh, this kid gets it. But then 4 months later, he back. It's like, man. But again, and I would always tell it, and you know this, you can rehab a person all you want, but when you drop them right back in the same environment that you pulled them from, without the resources to maneuver and to do things, they're gonna end up doing the same thing that got them back, if not worse.
Yeah. It's like it's like taking a car that's all broken up, shot up, and everything else, and you fix it. You fix it. You get it back rolling. You don't put the work in it. And then you drive that motherfucker right back through East Cleveland, through all the potholes, and through all the drive-bys and everything else. It's like, bro, like,
what do you expect?
What do you expect is going to happen? It's very hard to overcome it. And I can't kind of like the dope part about jumping back to the down the valley before we jump into the news. That's kind of the dope part because there are individuals who went through that process and the whole thing with that and made some huge changes in their life, who went and turned their life around, who went and like just are doing phenomenal things now. And some of the other guys didn't go back to that life either, or whatever the case, but they're surviving. So getting along and they make the same mistakes. So I love that. I love that our experience makes us be able, our experience and the people we've grown up with allows you to be relatable and go over to tell these kids like, nah, bro, like it can be done. It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy, bro. It ain't easy at all. I mean, but Miguel, even though he an East Sider, he my boy and all. Even though he an East Sider and everything like that, I still got love for it. But
hold on, what part of the East Side, Miguel? What part you from?
I was on East High Street.
Okay.
That's like around the corner from Oak.
I know exactly where you at. Okay.
Yeah. Tell Miguel what school you went to before you left to go to Virginia. What that school?
Watkins Christian Academy.
Mm-hmm.
That was
that right? That was
the other hill from up High Street. The other hill up east from like up the maybe about what?
Not even that far, really. East. Yeah, y'all used to get into it with some of them East kids. I'm like, oh Lord.
Oh man.
Man, I can tell you some stories. I can tell you some stories.
I got them too. Sure.
It was wow, bro. Upbringing. You know what? It always happens because it jumps off script, but we're gonna tie it all in together. Because the main topic is really focused on like our influence, like within music and the way it influences the children and the way it even influenced to help create. Because King Von, because the one thing I will say, you call him a serial killer or anything else, he still is a product of his environment. And so when we were watching that and looking at everything we went through, like, man, and Bendova said it earlier, he was like, yo, these 90 kids is different. These 90s kids, like, bro, I'm happy I'm an 80s baby. The way these cats be talking and the way they be going about things, bro, like, nah, I'm good. I don't want no parts of that. Like, we grew up with people being killed, but the way these kids is growing up with it now, like getting killed in junior high and high school is a normality for them. Like that trauma, that experience is normal. It's like it's an everyday thing. Like it's kind of like you go to Chicago, it's probably hard pressed to find a kid over there in South Side of Chicago who hasn't lost a friend while they was in junior high.
Right. That's true.
Or
Yeah. Oh,
that's
forget even there, bro. Jacksonville just as bad as Chicago. They be like, they be trying to see who worse. And the sad part about it is the little niggas from Jacksonville link up with Chicago niggas.
Yeah, crazy.
Bro, it's wild. It's sad, and I don't want to make a laughing matter of it, but I miss. Can I be honest here? I miss when our rappers were studio gangsters. Because these cats now is like 100% real. It ain't them rapping about what they mans did or what they seen done. It's these cats rapping about what they doing.
Yeah.
What they and their friends is doing. Like I was like, my God, man, I learned about the Fulio dude too. Like in all his clique and in the Youngin Ace and whatever his kid name is. Huh?
I know him personally too. That nigga.
Man, them little dudes is them some grown men, but they were some wild teenagers, bro. Like they was teenagers sitting there having back and forth. Huh?
You heard of King Lil J? He was out of Chicago a couple years ago.
I heard the name Lil J. I think they might have talked about him in a documentary.
Okay, yeah, I'm very familiar with his movement out of Chicago and the people that he's got killed and then set up, and he was having beef with the OTF guys.
Yeah.
So they were shooting it out. I think he was possibly responsible for Lusky getting killed in that Target parking lot.
It's in a documentary. I'm gonna send you the link to it.
Okay, yeah, but again, this is the only person that I know that put the murders in records. But Rondo number 9 did said a couple things, but I know a few, but I didn't know about King Von and all this. Like I had no idea, but I know of King Lil and what he had did and how he ended up in jail for attempted murder.
Well, he attempted murder. Yeah, he ended up in jail for. Well, he ended up in jail for murder. He beat that one, and then he almost ended up in jail again with him and Lil Durk for attempted murder. But he different, man. Bend over, tell you watch that film, bro. You like, yo, this dude is wow. Like wow. Like you would hear the music. He would snitch on himself. Huh? Bro, I'm gonna send you the link. You're gonna be like, this is whoever gets the rights to his life to make a movie. It's like you can't just make like whoever gets to do that Chicago story. I hope they do it right, and I hope they don't make it highlighted as like this is some like they tell the story, but tell like the hurt and the pain and not glorify the bullshit. Does that make sense?
But what I don't like about it, this is what I don't like about the whole thing, right? Because somebody gonna get monetized for off his foolishness, bro. So they're gonna tell the story about it, but they can't just do the nigga story without somebody signing off on that shit. So I mean, I guess it's interesting to dig into, but at the same time, it's like I'm looking at the shit like somebody gonna get paid off that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the sad part about it. Getting paid off.
The victims.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
I just never understood, and I still struggle with this. And even with young people I talk to, like I don't really get holding your work on the ground. Like I don't understand that. I don't understand putting your pistols in the picture with taking. I don't get it because during your arraignment or during your hearing, they wheel out this TV, right? And they set it up in the corner of the court. And then what they do is they hook, it's either like a phone or some kind of computer up to it. And you see it when they do it. When they roll you, they call your docket number out, they bring you on out. And then they pull up your Instagram feed on while you're in your, going through whatever charges they're going to list for you. And they say, okay, well, we have evidence of you. Here's the picture of you with the gun. You said, you after your mom done said how much of a church boy you was, and your pastor then came up here and was like, hey man, he's a good kid, he's doing youth Sundays, he's baptized, he's this, that, and third. And then they pull that up at the end because they're saving it because they want you to exhaust that. And
they want to discredit everybody that came in here and vouched for you and show like these people only doing it because because they have feelings for you, or people came in and spoke because they're getting something out of it too. Like they did Young Thug. That's what they did with Young Thug.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm just speaking from.
Yeah, that's what they did with Young Thug. Yeah, he wanted to get bail. Was it Kevin Lyles? Was it Kevin Lyles, Miguel?
I can't remember the name.
I think it was Kevin Lyles. One of them came down there. It was Kevin Lyles, I believe. Came down there, spoke on his behalf, and said, "Yo, we'll pay for everything that is needed to make sure there's nobody thing, and whatever the overtime is that is going to cost the police officers, the surrounding that he's on house arrest, all this other stuff. He's a good kid. He's done all these things, these communities, these charities, everything else." And the defense is like, "All right," and they just turn around, played his lyrics, turn around and showed the videos with him in there throwing up his signs and everything else. Show like they just came and like destroyed it. So dude, they didn't even get the trial yet. This was so he couldn't even make bail.
But you know what's funny though? But this is why lawyers ask you, not to make you feel something. They ask you, is there anything else that I need to know? Because I don't want to go on this shit blindsided. You telling me, yeah, I told you everything and shit. I could have fixed this shit. Niggas always do it. That's it. Because they believe they ain't gonna get caught with it or it's under wrap. But nah, them motherfuckers, they be hold, like you say, they hold on that shit to the last bit of end.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, nigga, go ahead, because we gonna pull this out. We need to suspect it. Because I know you ain't tell your lawyer. You ain't tell him.
Yeah. Bro, you gotta do a skit on that with the one character.
Big Spank Dog.
Big Spank Dog. You gotta do a skit with that. The lawyer sitting talking to him like, is there anything else I need to know before we go in there? Yeah, I think I told you on here, bro.
You gotta tell them everything. Like you gotta tell them everything, bro. But
and I never understood it because when we came up, those were things you didn't do. Like we never saw pictures of Doughboys doing that with their of their own pictures. Like we seen them because we were out there and we grew up, so we saw in that aspect. It's a different mentality now.
But I didn't mean to cut you off. But guess what though? You gotta understand when we grew up, social media wasn't like how it is now. So it ain't no telling if social media was back then, niggas would have been. So you see what I'm saying? So this is what fucks everything up.
Well,
social media kicked in what mid 90s and shit like that going
No,
up.
2000s.
2000s.
Yeah.
See, you see what I'm saying?
Okay. I do to a degree, but you do have. Okay, so no, I'm not saying I disagree. I hope you don't think that. No. What I'm saying is that when a lot of people didn't understand what I was doing because I didn't want that to be things that was known.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even if that was around, that you would have never seen me on a thing doing that. Like I put my work in the back of the karaoke machine. Like nobody would have ever thought to look there for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not about to advertise that on anything because that's not where I want you to look. I got my money in there. I got my life in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know, a lot of people probably would have, for sure, because you didn't want that attention, especially if girls was paying that attention. You got to do it.
Yeah. Because we did, even though the cats was silent and one promote, they didn't have the tools to promote it. They promoted it in the cars that they were driving and with the systems and the rims on it and the gold chains. Like this game has always been we lie about this code. The code is bullshit. Rules to the streets is bullshit. Like it don't exist. It never don't exist. Most dudes that's in prison for selling is there because somebody snitched. Snitching is a part of the game. Somebody got caught and told. That's how, I mean, it's just
you right, man, and yeah, damn, okay, all right.
like it's always been there. Like it's so we lie to ourselves and we lie to these kids about like, oh, this it didn't
Yeah,
used to
Rodney,
be like
what up, Rodney?
it. It's crazy. So what up, Rodney? It's crazy because like, was it? I don't know. I think the biggest thing is we need to be I don't know why it's hard for us to be honest. And sometimes when we have to be honest, it's honest about some of the things that we like to hold true ourselves. Even if we didn't do it, it's because it means so much to us, or because it's a part of our era, or because it's what we thought was the greatest thing at that time. We don't want to diminish that feeling it gave us.
Yeah.
And so we hold on to these false ideas and these false narratives, and we make it seem like it was all gravy then, and it's like, no, like we make it like we would talk about it before on Deep Throat Conversations. Like everybody make like, I want what my grandmother and my grandfather had. Bitch, your grandpa was cheating too. Grandpa was out there, had a whole other family, some kids on the whole other side of town.
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we, in our mind, if anything, it was Grandma did a very good job. Grandpa sucked at hiding it. Grandma did a very good job of just keeping the family together and focusing on the necessary things. You would have never knew. You would have never knew till you go to school with some little kid who your age, but this motherfucker really on the low, your uncle.
Right.
Cause your grandpa the deacon at the church, he knocking them down. I ain't saying no names. Can't nobody get mad at me.
I can't with y'all. I can't.
But it's a part of our culture, and it's a part that our culture, I guess, a lot of Black culture. I don't know if culture is the right word. It's a part of the facade that we've grown so accustomed to living, to the narrative we push. And when you go against that, it's hard for our people to go against and have to face some hard truths. And we just or hold our people accountable to some shit. Not all the time, but it's very hard. It's I'll put it to you like this. The best example I have with is a sports analogy was sitting there saying that Michael Jordan fans, no matter what, he was a GOAT, the greatest, right? And you can't call him out for nothing because it's BS. Michael Jordan fans think Michael Jordan only played 6 years and won a ring every 6 years. I mean, all them 6 years, and that's all he played, right? And so, and he's great, and it doesn't take away from his greatness. But let's talk about the fact that just like LeBron James, he's flawed. He lost. And Isaiah Thomas always struggles with it because people are so much fans of what Michael Jordan stands for. They go against it. He was your GOAT. He wasn't our GOAT. We was beating his ass and sending him home all the time. Yeah. So I mean that's what it was. Jordan and beat them to the Pistons were like,
Larry Bird was sending his ass too because the Boston Celtics they swept his ass when he dropped the 60. They'll say, well, he dropped 60. Well, nigga, he got swept. During the Boston
series. Those are facts, though. It's facts.
It's facts. But that's what we do in our culture. We love the fucking highlights of our culture, but we don't want to go ahead and really watch the whole thing in its entirety. And that's why there's some hard truths, and there are some things that we in our history or the way we treat each other or what's going on in our community or within even our family that we can't never correct because we want to just gloss over and just go to all the good times. We just used to just tuning out all the bullshit, just just go over the highlights. Yeah. And it carries over. It carries over in our music. It carries over in our sports. Like, bro, like as a youth, and this all ties in together. Like as a youth, How about this now? We will cancel a man. Jonathan Majors right now getting canceled for whatever he's got going on, right?
Yeah.
Go to New York and sit there and want to try to cancel Biggie Smalls for beating Faith and Charlie B. Moore and Lil Kim and putting a gun in Lil Kim's mouth and making her go rap. Go back there in the 90s and try to think you're going to cancel or not be sitting supporting this dude in New York and see how them cats will feel. Even today, you want to bring that up. And they still feel a certain way and want to ride or protect that dude for whatever the case, instead of being like, well, yeah, you know what? That was effed up. He was a woman beater.
I mean, he rapped about it.
Yeah.
He didn't hide that. So
Nah. But we choose to ignore. We only want it when we want it to make sense when we want it to make sense.
Right. People pick and choose.
All they heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. I mean, he said it, right?
we
knew Biggie was beating girls back in the 90s, man, and we was kids.
Bro, without a doubt, we knew it.
Yeah.
But
still my hero, man. I didn't think about it like that. But
I didn't. We didn't know.
Yeah. Well,
we didn't know, but
you want to know who the biggest Biggie fan is in the comments. Rodney is the biggest Biggie's fan before I even knew who Big was. This nigga was, I'm sorry, this person.
So you trying to say Rodney's first favorite song is "We Gonna Party and Bullshit, We Gonna Party and Bullshit."
Let's get it on. Put hickeys on your neck like Little Short. You know, all that.
Yo, and two things can be true. Sometimes our heroes can be pieces of shit or have fucked up parts of them as human beings, as people, and still be a phenomenal artist, still be one of the greatest basketball players of all time, still can be an amazing actor who everybody was rooting for and going like, we want this brother to succeed. And he turns around and drops the bag, had Hollywood in his damn thing, but did he drop the bag, or did who he really was and who he always was just catch up to him?
Damn. I don't know. I just I'm not a fan of hitting women, man. I don't see it, man. I don't know.
Keep my Hey, cuz, we're gonna party and bullshit. Hey, I ain't got time for Rodney either. He's another East Sider too.
I forgot. He said I know, man. I know. I'm not gonna get into the Joker. I'm not gonna talk about any of that. Let's keep it moving. Let's go.
So, well, now that I brought up with Jonathan Majors with the whole thing, where now we have a whole bunch more women coming out the woodwork about his past or allegedly, because I thought the one thing I was like, man, they just trying to, you know how it is at first. You know, you see a brother successful, and then us as our people, we're like, man, they just trying to stop a brother. There they go, trying to knock a black man down while he on his rise, he on his claim to fame. Yeah. And then, you know, the thing come out and the girl is making him look innocent, but then all of a sudden, all these other women come out. And it wasn't old girl. It wasn't the first person that took him down or was taking him down. It was his past.
Yeah.
Now he was like, and Marvel was scrambling because he was a big part of their future for this phase.
Yeah.
So I mean, in this, I don't. If it's, I hope it's not true, but if it's true, then you know the brother got to take what come along with it, man. You want all the success, you got to also take all the problems and issues that you created for yourself.
I can hear T in my head now. She is always leery when you have a black man who, just like you said, who's rising to become successful. Because this happened with what's the dude from Nate? He came out with the Slave Revolt movie.
Oh,
Nate, what was his name?
shit.
And then that rape charge that he had came up right before his movie was supposed to come out, and that movie was supposed to, in a sense, change the world, to talk about one of the major successful slave revolts in U.S. history.
Oh, about not Nat Turner, the other one.
I don't think it was Nat Turner. I think
it was another. It was somebody else who had a super.
Yeah.
Talking about Birth of a Nation.
I don't know if it was. I don't remember the name. I just know it was a movie that was about to come out, man, and he was just slated to kill it. Like the movie was about to just do numbers. Like he was just ready to go because he came out with a movie right before that, and the trajectory was there. And all of a sudden, some kind of rape charge that he got back in college had surfaced, and it kind of plateaued the movie and everything. It was crazy. Like I'll get the facts, but yeah, that was wild, man.
Man, a lot of that, to me, that should be shakedowns to me, bro. Because my thing is this: if he really did hit her, bro, Jonathan Majors overdoing, bro, he probably been beating hoes. You feel what I'm saying? And now you up to this point in your career. Now let's make this public and shit like that. Like I don't understand it, man. But at the same time, you got to hold accountability for yourself, bro. And you know what I'm saying? He just made the wrong decision. That's going to cost him a lot of bread at the peak of his career. That's the crazy part, bro. Like,
yeah, he was
right. Miguel, he was right.
Birth of a Nation.
Yeah.
The movie came out. It's no. I seen it. It came out. It was a raw movie.
No, I'm saying what happened was the promotion. They pulled all the promo for it because again, these allegations. It wasn't allegations, but the story came back up. It was already proven that he didn't do it or whatever, but the story came up. So they stopped the Good Morning Americas, all the ABC, because he was doing that circuit, getting those interviews, doing all that. But then all of a sudden the charges came back up or whatever, right? And they pulled everything. Yeah, Rodney's right. Yeah, it was Birth of a Nation.
But guess what though? But I'm gonna say this. But what's the odds of it when he decide to put his own money into his own film for that to happen?
That's what I'm saying. That's why Tia was like, anytime you see stuff like this. Now, granted, Jonathan, I don't know all the facts. I'm not, saying there's no victims. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just kind of saying from another perspective. When she sees stuff like this, it's always in the back of her head, like, hold up, maybe something else is going on here. But you just never know.
Right.
Yeah, there's always that possibility that that you feel, and there's a reason why we as a people have a distrust for the system, or a distrust because anytime one of us, not anytime, but there's been a lot of instances where one of us has made it to this plateau, and then all of a sudden it's bow, or they want to buck against the system, and then it's like, wow. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm so conflicted when it comes to Will Smith. Only because I watch everybody go and be like, he does what a husband is supposed to do. You're like, all these years, whatever case, him and Jada. Then Jada starts putting all the stuff out with their family and everything. And everybody like, oh, he a weak ass male. Oh, he a beta. Oh, this, and stuff like that. And then, so he goes and does one of the most alpha things. Just because you're alpha don't mean alphas always make the right decision. But he goes and does the most alpha thing you can do, is go up there and whoop a motherfucker's ass for the whatever case of your wife. You standing up for your wife, and you go up there, and then all of a sudden, like you.
But Black V, did you think that was an alpha move? Did you? He really knew if he went up there and slapped him, he wasn't gonna do nothing back. Come on, dog. Come on,
bro.
Dog.
That's what alphas do. They gonna slap the hell out of somebody. That's what you let them know you're the alpha. You don't be the alpha just because you say it.
But what I'm saying is this: that was an alpha move, but it wasn't to me because if he knew that was another alpha type motherfucker up there, dog, he wouldn't have been on. He would have let that shit ride. You see what I'm saying? To me, that was a punk move to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that was real soft. To know he ain't gonna do nothing back, or let me come up here and just slap him because I know he ain't gonna do nothing. Walk back to my chair like it ain't nothing. Dog. What man gonna slap another man and then walk back to the chair like ain't nothing happened? He knew he wasn't gonna do it.
You should be asking yourself, what man gonna let another man just slap the hell out of him and let another man just walk back to his chair?
a soft dude that he knew was soft. He knew he was soft.
He knew he was soft.
I'm so judgmental here, man.
I'm not judging. I am judging. I'm only. Well, we're only replaying.
Hey, Black V.
Yeah.
How long was you getting bullied, and then when you started fighting back, they left you alone?
Well, my mama locked the door and stopped me from running home from school every goddamn day by the same two bullies.
Okay, then.
Antoine and Rashad. I remember that shit.
Okay, then. So bullies know who to bully. Dog, one thing about a bully, it takes a bully to beat a bully sometimes. And when a person, when you hit them back, and they're like, oh, wait a minute. This ain't what it is no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
but you got to remember, no, I'm agreeing with you. I'm not, and there's no justifications in his actions. Just like I don't justify the way Chris Rock went about it. Because, if you had a whole year within his time to either A, get your get back and sit there and get your get back, or talk it out, or whatever the case. So you basically come up there and admit that he can beat your ass, but then at the same time, then all of a sudden, a year and a half later, he all kind of bitches now, and his wife is a bitch.
Right.
Yeah, if you ain't had that energy for him, even if it's not during the show, if you ain't had that energy for him after the show, bro, we come from the hood, whether it's right or wrong, and this is the fucked up shit we talk about. Like, bro, you can't have a dude whoop your ass, and then you come back off school for suspension, and you back talking big cash money shit, knowing he can't fight you again.
Right.
No, we don't respect that.
Right.
Yeah, we don't respect that. Like, not at all. Like, no, like, don't get me wrong, Will wrong. But you went out like a sucker, and then was an even bigger sucker. Huh?
He was wronger.
Yeah. He went out like that was some straight Mark shit. That's the reason why he showed why you consider the beta in a situation.
Yeah, it's tough. You guys are so hard, man. I don't know.
But listen, if it was me, he could have slapped the shit out of me, and I'd have fell on the ground like, bitch, I'm getting paid, and everybody would have known that it's strictly about the money.
Yeah. Well, I would say this as the only. Well, I don't know Miguel that well, but I think I've smacked about 3 people in my lifetime, and it's not about me not thinking you're gonna not hit me back.
It's a check a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's about you stepped over a line, and you know that we about to do something because you've now put. I shouldn't say I'm not blaming the other person. You can't. When at the time my mindset felt is if you put my life in a threatening situation, you need to be let known.
Yeah,
or, you know what I'm saying. So that's what that was.
Right,
so
check this out.
I wasn't trying to make nobody look small or bitch anybody out. I was about to bring you back to reality. Like, hey, you need to change what you're saying or change what you're doing, or we're gonna have to figure this out.
We know there's a difference. You're right.
This is the funny part, right? Because the ultimate disrespect is the slap a grown man, right? But check this out.
It was men, by the way. It wasn't women. It wasn't women.
Yeah. So that's the ultimate disrespect. But most men who slap another man, right? I guarantee you, if you slap him, bro, a lot of men that talk.
Shut up. What I'm trying to understand is why the fuck this show keep coming on and I'm not on here?
Right? I figured you was in makeup and hair getting ready for your show.
Trying to understand why this show why I gotta keep seeing this notification for this show and nobody telling me you too, D80. I'm not laughing with you either. Cause I didn't see you on the screen multiple times, dog. Hey, bend over. I'm sorry I cut you off, but I had to talk shit real quick. Go ahead.
I don't forget.
Oh, well then it wasn't important. Anyway. I love you forever.
Okay, but all right, so we all here. We all from the yo, right?
I'm not from the yo. Stop saying that.
Okay. All of us is from the yo. One person just happened to be a resident there, but she never claims it. She claims Brooklyn to this day.
He not from the yo
she
either.
was like 5 months old. She still had her binky in her mouth when she left Brooklyn.
I didn't, but it's okay. Miguel not from the yo either, so stop saying that.
Okay. Oh.
He just said it. Damn. He from
He know where listen, I'd rather claim I'm from the Yo than some of these other. I'd rather be from the Yo than Jacksonville right now. Them motherfuckers is ruthless.
Ooh, don't let him talk about your city like that, yo.
I still rep the Yo. I just wasn't born there, so I can't say that's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. Anyways, when you go, no disrespect, and I'm sorry, not anyways, the disrespect.
Anyways,
like my brother said, you check somebody, right? You go a slap. A slap is just the sheer thing of check. Will Smith didn't go down there and just punch the shit out of him and knock him out. He checked that nigga. And people get checked.
No, I don't get checked because I'm gonna tell you why. Any nigga who walk up on me, if you ain't my homeboy, dog, I'm already in battle stance. Like
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Why walking up on you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
why you even in my personal space?
How you up on me, dog? Like once you get in that little 5 feet parameter of space, dog, I'm like what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm with you, Jamar, and you super drunk, acting goofy, I'm like, hey, bro, chill out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my battle, like, chill out, bro.
Yeah.
I understand that, bro.
He said, I would have had to knock your drunk ass out. Be easy.
What?
You don't want to see Black V drunk. You don't want to see it.
We just haven't seen it in person, but we seen it. We just haven't seen it in person, but we seen it on live.
Annie, listen.
That nigga Black V.
It is gonna be a whole scene in a movie one day about what this Negro did off of Green Goblin.
Dayton?
Yep. Dayton is happening. Oh, that's going. It's not. I'm gonna change your name, and I'm gonna change some of the circumstances because we don't want to put you out there like that.
But put me out there like that. I did that shit. I did that. I hold it. It was me.
Annie, this Negro commandeered a whole nightclub. A whole freaking nightclub, had everybody moving out the way in a circle so he could make love to the floor. It was phenomenal. It was so phenomenal.
Y'all don't have a video of this?
Hell no. We ain't had smartphones back then.
Oh, this was before we was fancy.
we was still
camera. You ain't record that shit.
Hell no.
Hypnotic and what, Jamar? What did you mix? Hypnotic and what?
Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Yeah.
What y'all call it? The Green Goblin? That's called the Incredible Hulk. Yeah.
This was before it was called Incredible Hulk.
Okay. Yeah, that was that. Oh, yeah. Now, back then, you mix those two together. You shall see things. You shall.
Thank you.
But I've seen some things with him just drinking bourbon, so I don't know. No,
thank you. No, thank you.
I think I'll pass on all of it. Nah.
Hey, listen, I got you.
Nah, you ain't got me. I guess when I come to Cleveland, I guess I could see you drunk.
No, I've changed my ways. Okay, I'm a family man now.
Wait, hold on. You a family man now? You've been in this relationship for 20 years. You just turned to family man?
Yep. I finally got it right. Took me a long time.
Hey, but that's growth, though.
Nah,
I'm not snapping for that. That's too goddamn long. Shit and me.
It's like the growth at the pace of Mars, but it's growth.
You a sloth.
I see you with the nails.
Growth is growth. The turtles get to the end too.
Yeah, it do.
I think Jamar just being funny because his birthday was yesterday and he ain't give a fuck about me.
We got to get Laura on again. I got to get her on again. But so
you keep having all these people on and not me. I don't even know how to feel because at one point I'm supposed to be your co-host, and then you just was
I don't need to invite you. I don't need to invite you because you always here with us, bro.
I don't even be knowing when y'all go on
your screen. She hear every episode. Put your screen on the thing so your screen goes up so she can see you every episode.
I know.
Look, see? We was on Miguel's, we was on Deep Throat Conversations, and that picture popped up.
I know. Anybody that's on our StreamYard, when they click on
Miguel got his own StreamYard now.
I figured that because when I seen his ass live one day, I'm like, how the fuck he live and I ain't seen nothing?
Trying to probably get in, like, what the fuck?
No, I wasn't.
But I
Look,
don't
I
know.
was watching
Shit because I'm like, bro, how the fuck I got my own StreamYard and her big head still showing up on my goddamn shit? What the fuck?
I don't know how that happened. That's not me. I think from just because I think I use it the most. So once I put that avatar up, anybody that signs in has that avatar. Even when you went to your own, it probably was still attached to your name.
I was like, hey, where'd that come from?
Yeah, I think because I'm the most frequent flyer on this mug. I think that's what it is. But
no worries.
Better my face,
Annie. It's not
bad. Better my face than Jamar's face. So hey,
not when I'm going out that Incredible Hulk.
Not when you sober either. But it's okay.
Ooh, you know what, Annie? I love you. I've missed you.
We ain't get to the news yet.
We talk about Jamar.
We did. We talked about Jonathan Majors.
He was off of. Poor him.
Jonathan Majors. Now I gotta wait. They're gonna make somebody else play Kane, and I don't
crazy.
like that.
I don't like that either.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Now they threw me off. I don't want to watch it no more.
I'm sorry. Come on, let me get in y'all show. Go ahead. What's next?
So I still don't understand the King Von serial killer thing. So isn't King Von dead?
Yeah, but he was a shooter in Chicago.
Right. So
I don't know why they're exploiting it now.
So
go ahead.
The documentary is talking about his personality, or the murders, or what is it? I don't get like
his personality, the way he told on himself, the way he glorified, the way he was like a serial killer, like will highlight or brag or whatever case about their killings. And he was doing it. We just thought it was music. Okay. But he was doing it in his music. And even when he made it was rich and famous, he was still being a killer.
He was still killing.
He caught a couple bodies after he got signed and everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And like he said, people just thought, of course, it was just in the song. He was rapping about real life.
But I'm talking about, but it was just, he don't give a damn who it was. It could have been a girl or a kid.
He did kill a girl.
He did kill a girl, yeah.
I know what I'm saying.
Wow.
Bro, so in the documentary,
from The Wire.
Bro, he's so vicious. The girl he killed, he was on another documentary when they was highlighting her, and he was on there playing like he was a love interest in her friend.
See, that's he's
that's why it's called a serial killer. He was on some other type of shit. He was on a different type of timing for sure.
Different type of time. He was a demon, bro. Like he was a demon. All them people that was sitting there talking about rest in peace and rest in heaven, King Von. Nah, bro, I'm sorry. You know
what phrase comes to my mind in part of my Spanish? Remember when Snoop, and I always think about this when I see situations like this. It's way back in the day. Y'all probably remember this. And it's before your time. Snoop was like, yo, you done too much. You got it coming, motherfucker. Remember that?
Yeah. Murder Was a Case.
I don't know what song it was. I just know it's way back in the one of the songs back in the 90s. And anytime he said that phrase, like, you done too much. You got it coming. So that's pretty much, you got to expect that type of outcome if you're doing that type of work.
I think he's still, we talked about it, the conditioning, the trauma and everything else in his life, in these kids' life, especially in Chicago or Jacksonville, places like that, where they, for them, it was, it went past just survival. For him, it went past just survival. It went to like, yo, like, he was like, literally like, yo, I'm about to go catch a body tonight. Y'all don't be at this party. Like, it wasn't like he was in situations always had to defend himself. Like, he was out duck hunting. Well, knock on wood, because that's fucked up to say it like that. I no pun intended, because he was responsible for FBG Duck getting killed. But he was literally like at it, like he took pleasure in it. It was never about self-defense for him. It was always like, yo, I'm trying to slide on somebody tonight. We trying to sit there and kill somebody. but he experienced so much. Like his dad, when he was 11, he lost his dad. His dad got shot at a skating ring. Motherfuckers in Chicago was using sniper rifles back then.
Sheesh.
Yeah, killed his dad. Then his best friend, but his best friend was just as bad as murderer as him. And his best friend had caught a whole bunch of bodies, and they finally caught him, and they killed him while King Von was in the jail fighting another murder charge. Bro, he was like a real life, like, just.
I'm sorry, I don't. Andy, I can't hear you.
Andy, I muted myself. Yeah. If he was still alive, he would definitely be fighting a murder charge right now.
Bro, he'd probably be getting a chair.
Because they was actually already like putting one into play at the time of his death. So he would definitely be facing some shit right now if he was still alive.
The dude you was talking about, King Von had run-ins and issues with him. The J, whatever his name is, him. Yeah.
All those guys are, that is not with Von, but the history with Jay I know about, but just not. I don't know Von.
They all tied in together.
I never heard a song. I couldn't tell you one lyric. When I saw he died, I was like, oh yeah, a drill rapper from Chicago. That's sad because these young kids, it's sad to see them get murdered. But I don't know. I didn't know he's a serial killer. Like again, the only person I know.
We don't associate that with with things that happen in our neighborhood. Like we kind of like, when we know there's certain peoples in the people have heard of that is whatever case known for having bodies, right?
Right.
But nobody never looks at it like, these niggas might be serial killer. Yeah. That's not normally a name you attach to black on black crime or the things that happen in the hood.
Well, what about Jermaine McKinney? Like, he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, he went to jail basically a serial killer. Like, I mean, they teach classes on him in CSI.
How many bodies you gotta get on you to someone consider you a serial killer?
It just says multiple. It's like 3 or more or something like that.
Well, I think it's the way you do it more that so than the actual murder itself. I think it's the method of your murder instead of just the actual killing.
Right.
I could be wrong, but I think that it has to be your MO,
the way you do it. I just want to point out that Jamar looks like an alcoholic with all that behind him. It's distracting.
Sorry, I am.
I like the bar though. It looks fresh, man. You just, I'm getting thirsty just looking at it.
Right. Yeah. Send me a shot.
I got you.
Eddie, I'll send you whatever you want.
I ain't had no alcohol in like a month. Oh, my guy done looked up the damn serial killer.
I can't see it. It's too small.
A typical person who murders 3 or more persons, with the murders taking place over more than a month and including a significant period of time between them. That's as much as I'm reading.
Threshold of 3 or set a threshold of 3 murders, others extended to 4 or less than to 2. Damn. But yeah, your boy.
To me personally, what I consider a serial killer is a nigga who just wake up and say, I'm about to go kill me a couple niggas.
It's like that today. Yeah, but I feel you.
Because with him, most of the people, everybody he killed, it was some type of issue behind it. Some type of problem or issue. So I don't even really consider that a serial killer. A serial killer is like, you know what? I want to go shoot by 5 people, then tomorrow I want to do it again because it feels good to me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a serial killer to me.
But you wouldn't know. You know something that I don't understand is when they have these mass shootings, why they don't call them people serial killers?
Because there has to be time between.
Fuck that! They just killed 10 people at one time. I think that was
you're just a mass shooter. Yeah, you're just a mass shooter at that point. Like serial killer, like is somebody who takes pleasure of it. Yeah, it's got to be spread out. Yeah.
So I watched this documentary. I think it was on Hulu. It was just showing like different like unsolved cases and stuff like that. And there was this dude in Baton Rouge literally killing women within a 10-mile radius, like every 3 days. he was going crazy. This is like the late 90s. I'm like, well, God, dog, what is going on here? Yeah, I'm like, why am I watching this? I live out here. I'm trying to, why am I doing this? But yeah, so I get it with the time span, but the way they figured out it was him is he kept doing the same exact shit to each lady. And I'm like, dude, switch up.
Yeah, that was a trademark. King Von trademark was he just kept doing the same thing in every song.
His trademark was he kept.
Hang on, I got an all-time mystery I need y'all to solve, and I'm not trying to make light of the murders.
Oh, so make light of it, please.
But I gotta know this because I've struggled with this for over 20 years.
Oh shit!
Sound like my cheating habits.
Oh God damn it!
This is a serious moment, man. I need y'all to put your minds together and clear this up for me. I'm serious. Like, I'm dead serious.
All right, what you got?
Snoop Dogg first album, right? The song "Serial Killer." Okay, the hook. Serial killer. Serial killer. Now, did he say, "Wake up in the morning with my Lucky Charms cereal"?
Yeah.
Did he say that?
He was talking about food.
No, he was talking about being a serial killer. Yo, King Von and them always
keep going and sticking his head over here to bite some food. And
I always believe Snoop Dogg killed a couple motherfuckers, man. I always believe that shit.
Well, he said so.
I believe that.
He said as much.
I believe. But I believe
so
he's
is that
out
what
there.
He said? He did say wake up in the morning with my Lucky Charms cereal. He said
he did.
Okay, because I thought I was hearing stuff, and I'm like, man, I know he said that, but I couldn't prove it.
He said I couldn't prove it. You couldn't find the song.
No, but nothing says that in the lyrics don't say it.
Oh shit.
And you know, back in the day, if it's not, you know, you can't Google
Yeah.
So I would never sing it because I don't want nobody to be like, what you just say? You know what I'm saying? So I just be like,
I had a song back in the day called Serial Killer too. I'm not a serial killer.
I don't know. Like you take nigga souls.
That's a different type of killer.
Soul snatcher.
That's a different type of killer. Anyway, I definitely had a song called Serial Killer, but it was talking about like killing beats and writing songs and shit like that. So yeah. Shut up. Anyway.
Hey, bro.
Yo.
Hello.
Yo, bro.
Right here.
You said it. Oh, what is this? Oh, the lyrics.
Or I don't.
Wake up
right
in the
here.
morning,
Wake up in the morning, eat your Lucky Charms cereal. Oh shit! Wake up in the morning, eat your Lucky Charms cereal.
Yeah,
I love that. That was my favorite part of the song, man. I love it.
Oh, hell no.
That's what he said, though. I thought I made it up.
Like 5 motherfuckers got killed in the song. His favorite part is wake up in
the cereal. Yo, Annie. I didn't want to say that because I didn't want people to be like, nigga, what? That's not what he say.
Yo, Annie. This dude got a whooping one time because he was in the shower singing Cypress Hill. I like to get high. So high. We like in 6th and 7th grade or some shit like that. And he in the shower because like this is when we used to sneak and listen to rap. Because you know your parents used to be strict like a motherfucker. So he in there like I like to get high, so high. He in there and I think was it Uncle Terry or was it Uncle Terry like you like to do what? Came in there while the dude was in the shower and he whooping with a belt. He had an extension cord. It was child abuse. God rest
wet and with an extension cord.
Yeah, we just got back from football. You know how football practice is, man. You got dirt everywhere.
Oh my gosh!
So I'm in the shower. I like to get high. I don't know what I'm saying. Like I didn't know about.
I didn't know about getting high.
I didn't know.
Dope song. We just listened to it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
And then bust in the bathroom like gangbusters. What the fuck you singing? And then slide the curtain back. I'm looking like, what the hell you talking about? I'm like, what the hell? I'm falling over trying to grab the wall.
I'm sorry.
Like I'm falling on the ground. I couldn't fight back. I'm just like, damn, I just gotta take an L. It's like,
I didn't mean it.
What did I say?
I didn't say anything. That's fucked up. Child abuse.
right?
Child abuse. It's
What's
safe
the
to say.
sexual limitations of child abuse? We calling the people.
Damn, I was like, I ain't like Cypress Hill no more after that. I ain't the one that got whooped.
Oh, shit. I won't be singing that song no more, bro. You on your own.
Guess we're gonna fast forward the tape on that one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's just not play them at all, because clearly they get our asses in trouble.
Bro, that's back when you could, it was tape decks, but you know how that shit was. Like you knew not to cuss. Like you wouldn't cuss, you wouldn't dare cuss in front of your parents. You you couldn't even use the fake cuss words in front of your parents.
Nah, you just gotta stop.
Yeah.
I gotta quit. Okay, you won't remember this. Okay, funny fact. With Uncle June, one time I was running down the stairs and I forgot he was home. And BG Knockout and Gangster Drakester was like really hot. So, and I'm rapping their lyrics down the stairs. And at the end of his verse, he's like, in and out of jail, I'm still a real motherfucking nigga. So I'm coming down the stairs and he's coming up. And I'm like, in and out of jail, I'm still a real motherfucker. And then I stop and he looking like, what the heck was you about to say? And I'm like,
get that ass whooped.
Nothing. I was about to say nothing.
When he come around, I'll be quiet.
I'll be quiet.
When he leave, I start talking again. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, DJ Quick, Sweet Black Pussy. That was like one of my favorite songs. And I didn't know what the hell I was sitting there rapping his lyrics to about it. But,
you want to hear a song with me?
Biggie
and Lil' Kim, Another. I knew every fucking word to Lil' Kim verse. Do you understand me? Every single word of her verse, I knew it. And when I got older, I'm like, shit, why was I singing that? That's one of my favorite songs.
You know the verse still?
Hey.
Hell yeah, nigga. You ain't never seen me posting singing that shit. I play still.
Never knew people like that record. That's dope to know.
I remember the first time I heard an R&B singer cuss was with Biggie and R. Kelly. You
must be used to me spending. I'm fucking you tonight. Hold on, DJ Khaled took that from Biggie.
Damn.
And another one. DJ Khaled.
Man, another one.
That was such a special song, man. That song.
Yeah.
That song was the shit, man.
What, another?
No,
oh, the other shit you
Fucking You Tonight.
Oh, yeah.
That
hell yeah.
It was an incredible record, man. It just I can't even listen to it no more. I hate that, but I'm telling you,
why you can't listen to it no more?
I can listen to it.
Why you can't listen to it no more?
I have
you don't listen to R. Kelly at all?
Not at all. I'm sorry.
I got a question.
I'm gonna play the shit out of R. Kelly. I don't fuck with Robert though.
I got a question.
What's that?
Car you drive? What type of car you drive?
Nigga, you know what kind of car drive you just in it?
I'm asking D80. What type of car?
Oh, Touareg, Volkswagen.
Okay, so if you found out the maker of that car was a rapist, would you get your car up?
Okay, so and this is a good point because I was literally just wait. I was just talking about this because and Jamar, I'm not just listen. I'm considering buying a Tesla, but I'm not because of the racist practices that they've done in those plants that they've had. Like the one dude got 200 million from them calling him nigger every day and they recorded it. You know what I'm saying? He won his lawsuit. Then they got female issue, what's the word I'm looking for? Me Too kind of stuff.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, I can't in good conscience go out and get that car, man. I was eyeing them. You can ask my mama. I'm serious. Like I want the one with the butterfly joint.
So do you eat Chick-fil-A?
I mean, I
do
don't.
You eat Chick-fil-A?
I don't necessarily eat Chick-fil-A. Like you. It's just. But I mean, I'm not gonna say I would never eat it. But you don't
They
see me
racist
going out,
as hell.
Hey, man, I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A. You want some?
Hell
But
yeah.
that's not why I eat
Hey,
no
listen.
Chick-fil-A.
Hey, fuck around. Your old lady come back with some Chick-fil-A and she ain't bring you nothing. That's the only spot, nigga. You ain't get me what?
You ain't bring me
There was a whole fight in the house, dog. Cause we all know Chick-fil-A ain't nowhere near the hood, nigga. That shit miles out and shit.
That's a fact though.
Yo, for me, I gotta drive 45 minutes for a Chick-fil-A. Nigga, if somebody come to my house without me some, it's
a problem.
It's going down. Like you done lost your mind. No way. Yeah, no.
In good conscience, I can't listen to it. So I'm not trying to pretend like I'm holier than thou, whatever. I'm just being honest.
My boy said I ain't trying to pretend like I'm that guy, but you know.
I guess with certain things, bro, you can't control what people do inside of the company, but as a whole, you know what I'm saying? I do understand what you're saying, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to spend your money on shit that's representing.
It's just not. That's how I feel.
What people
the question is it the people of the company, like the higher ups, or is it like employees in the company?
Context matters to each case.
Well,
so if it's the employee versus employee, then I mean you can't do nothing about that. But if it's like the people in charge, then I could see where you like, nah, I ain't fucking with them.
Listen, cause Michael Jordan don't fuck with niggas, but we still in that line.
Niggas buying them sneakers like it's nothing. He like, yeah, I'm gonna fund some more of these gels so you can put these niggas away. Don't even worry about it.
Hold on, wait. Now that we own sneakers, somebody out here is supposed to be a sneakerhead.
Don't play with me.
The other
Formerly. Eddie is.
I didn't know he was a sneakerhead.
To talk about any of sneakers.
I didn't know that. Jamar should have told me.
I got a whole freaking shrine dedicated to sneakerdom.
How the hell I was supposed to know that?
It's not the
Jamar be seeing me. Hell, you see me post. You should have said, "Yo, let me tap in."
He be reposting shit. I'm snitching.
That's not how it goes.
But if I don't know, well, now I know. So when I do my next one, you're there.
Well, I appreciate it. Okay.
There you go. Now shut up. Damn it. Stop. Just eat the shit on the camera. Jeez. What are you eating? Anyway.
What are you eating, man?
You don't notice he keep going. And then like how do you disappear and then come back like
the sports, man? Did we get sport? We hit sports already?
No.
Oh, I do have to go soon, right?
That's okay. We about close to that time, anyways.
I gotta go disrupt y'all show.
I gotta go meet Nori and Sid. They in town.
Are you gonna? For work? Somebody said, "What's up, man?"
I'll tell them. Yeah, they're not.
The real
I'm scared to go to Chicago right now after that King Von documentary.
Yeah, I ain't going to Chicago either.
Why?
I ain't going to visit Miguel in Jacksonville either.
Why?
Have I ever been to Jacksonville?
I got family in Jacksonville. I go to Jacksonville whenever.
My little brother Brandon lives in Jacksonville.
I've never been.
Yo, y'all need to actually, honestly, they're having this conference in Cleveland in July. Y'all niggas need to definitely come to this because it's a conference for all content creators of color. I don't see why we all need to. I'm gonna send you the info. It's $20. That's it. Y'all, July 22nd. You there? You there?
We can go. We going. We need to go.
I'm gonna send y'all all the shit. You can even
you can stay with Marco. We just gonna put you off of Marco without even telling him first.
Don't put me on to nobody. I don't want to stay at nobody's house.
You would stay in that house.
He got
the crib.
Tell Marco I'm gonna be there on July 20th.
It's really nice.
But I'm gonna send out the info. They even got like vendor spots where you can get a table with 2 chairs too, all type of shit. So the vendors is like $50, and I think just the regular ticket is $20. And it's a whole a day event, all type of different shit. So I think it's cool for us to just mix and mingle with each other and see other people. Yep, July 22nd. And it's all content creators, not just, hey Mo, not just podcasters, of all content creators of all sorts, rappers, singers, shit, OnlyFans, whatever you do.
Miguel, you coming up?
What day is it?
July 22nd.
July 22nd.
What up, Morgie?
One day?
It's a Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, I got time.
All right, put that time in. Tell that job I'm gonna be out for a couple days. I'll be back. Yeah, so I'll be in y'all neck of the woods in 2 months. So what's up?
We'll make it happen. We'll make
it happen.
Whole weekend of it.
Yeah, for sure. Right, he did call you Morgie though. I'm just trying to put that out there.
I'm sorry.
He did say that. I'm sorry.
Morgie.
That
you know he can't help it. He does it every time. I swear, every time I'm around, he say that shit. he can't help it. He's sorry. She said, "I'm a grown ass woman now. Stop calling me that."
No, I
know.
I still remember the song.
Morgie.
I remember that song. I don't even know who wrote that song. Morgan. Who did Jamar? Did you write that song? She sang that first song she did.
Morgan wrote it.
She wrote that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you out here writing songs, Mo? You ain't telling nigga? Okay.
I didn't know she wrote that. Okay.
Oh, you out here writing and singing? Let me find out.
Ooh, she got a little voice on her.
We gotta keep it moving because I gotta bounce soon.
Yeah. So, yo, I want to thank everybody for coming on.
You gotta end. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Oh,
you didn't have sports. He said, did you do sports?
I thought because we never got to the topic.
Well, no, we just jumped straight into the meat and potatoes, and then Annie came in and bullied Miguel.
I did come in and disrupt your whole shit. I'm sorry.
And then Pastor Bendova, he ain't made nobody no Jet Fly shirts in a long time.
You want to know what's so crazy? I was going to wear the one shirt I got about don't ask me for no money because I'm fucked up. I legit was going to put that shirt on too. That's crazy. I was going to put that shirt on today. That's wild. Every time I ask Miguel to make me a shirt, he tell me no, make it yourself. Yeah.
Well, the missus, he sent me a shirt and the missus seen it and she was going to go wash it and she washed it and then she was going to wear it to bed. And I'm like, no, that's like, you can't wear that nigga shit to bed.
It's disrespectful as hell. Damn.
You can't wear that nigga shit to bed.
Hey, I be wearing deep throat conversations to bed.
And it started saying, you mad, huh?
She really was wearing a you mad, huh shirt to bed. I'm talking to you. You mad, huh? Mm-hmm.
No, you mad, huh?
You mad, huh? No, that is too funny.
No, what we not gonna do is you not wearing that shirt to bed.
Here, I got this one. Wear this one.
Wear this one.
Oh shit.
The bend over shirt. Just say bend over on it. Wear that motherfucker.
I can't take y'all.
If I come on camera next time with a black eye, y'all know why. Damn. She don't like when I talk about her on the podcast. Domestic violence, yep. I got a Jonathan Majors at my house.
Damn it, son. We're gonna pray for you.
Please do. Yeah, I need it.
Put my prayer with the prayer warriors at the team. We're gonna pray for him.
The prayer warriors.
At the church, we're gonna tell prayer warriors I got a prayer request for them.
I will send you the link to the documentary, bro. It's the dude did a good job of putting it together though. And he did his research. There were people trying to argue about it. Because they just want content to say whether or not King Von was a serial killer, but no, he was a serial killer. But the dude put it together and he did it respectful to the community because he brought up how impoverished it was and the other things that factor into these neighborhoods being like that. So he's very respectful in the way that he did it. He kind of covered his angle so nobody can come and think that, black people love to say that like, anytime another race does some hip hop, they like to call them culture vultures, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand how you say that. But then the biggest consumers of hip hop is these same people you want to call culture vultures. You literally eat, survive, thrive off of these people you want to call culture vultures.
Yes, the biggest consumers is everybody not black.
Mm-hmm. So, but it's a good watch, and he does some more on Jackson. He's got one on Jacksonville. They're pretty dope too. I didn't know that Jackson actually is very informative because it's not just entertaining. I didn't know that shit was going on in Jacksonville was just as bad as Chicago.
Bro, this
I was
shit
about ready to tell.
Listen, bro, this shit's terrible down here, bro. There's so many rap niggas in jail right now. I got some murder charges on them and shit, bro. Shit crazy.
Yep. Dudes and their daddies catching bodies together.
That's K Shorty. But his dad is snitching on him though.
Yeah, his daddy
Damn.
His dad is snitching on him.
I don't even know what to say on that one.
That's messed up.
Yo, if I'm innocent and my kid did it, I love him to death, but I go to jail for nobody.
He did it.
He did it.
That wasn't me, boss. Right, that was him.
That was him. Junior, you gotta be a man. Do your time.
But if y'all doing dirt together, that's kind of like, come on now, you know.
So his daddy was a getaway driver.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't do dirt together then snitch. You can't do that, man. You can't.
Yeah, that's some sucker stuff right there.
Yeah, you know.
Stop snitching on your kids, man.
Yep. That's why I tell people don't do no crime with me because I'm not built for jail. I worked at a prison. I know already I'm not built for it.
That's not a thing.
It's the way that he say this shit every time. It's the way he say it.
Yeah, you got me thinking like what happened when you worked in the prison?
They got him.
They didn't get me. I think them get everybody in their damn mama. I was like, that's for me. It won't be me.
They got him. They tickled his booty.
Nah, buddy.
Yeah, don't say that, man. Don't do that. That's not
I already told y'all about the one time a bucket naked when a woman
just leave it where it was at. Just let it go. Jamar got extremely mad at us that night. He really got upset with us. Like he was really like, fuck, and he ended the broadcast. He was so mad at us. Yo, matter of fact, we should do a baby tonight.
I'm down.
If you ain't busy.
I ain't busy. I'm down. I think is Bendover. Bendover got to work in the morning, don't he?
Bendover, you got to work. Get on some texting, nigga.
Oh, he off.
I'm off.
What time you want to do it, Annie?
11 y'all time.
All right, we can do that.
Yeah.
Just call me if I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he gonna be
so we
sleeping
do
9 times out of 10.
Tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I'll round up some
10 p.m. 10 p.m. Central Time. And whatever the fuck time it is in Duval.
The same time as you, dumbass boy.
I know that. I just wanted to say Duval.
Wow.
And I hope you moved. I hope you moved to Jacksonville.
I was thinking about it.
You still can.
But my aunt told me, don't do it. Don't do it.
She pointed to a picture of Bendover's like, don't do it. They all like him.
My aunt lived in Jacksonville all her life, and I hit her up like, so I'm thinking about. She said, yeah, the school system sucks. Don't this. I said, well, shit, never mind.
They call it Jacksonville, Florida for a reason.
Forget it. She was like, yeah, nah, don't do that. I said, okay, never mind. I'll just come visit y'all.
We're gonna see if Mo gonna get on. Let's get Mo on.
Oh, let's get Mo on, right?
Hey,
I'm gonna hit Nikki up and see what she at.
We'll set it up.
Yeah,
so
I can send it to a couple people.
All right.
Okay.
So, I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank the producer, D80. I want to thank the executive producer of All Things Podcasting, Eddie. I want to thank Pastor Bendover, a.k.a. Mr. Bendover, a.k.a. Pot Roast Jones. Hey, and so many months, bro, you got so many damn.
Put your bonnet on, nigga. It's the late night show. Nobody cares.
Yeah. I want to thank all y'all for coming on and being a guest. This is a Triple A podcast.
Hold on. Let me talk my shit real quick. Yeah, I'm on a motherfucking internet radio station. Stop playing with me, okay? Right?
Commercial.
Stop playing with me.
It's a major fact.
We need a commercial for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make one. Don't worry about it. It's coming. It soon come. But don't play with me, right? And I've been number one on Good Pods music interview charts for the past 2 months. Stop playing with me, okay? Like, stop it. All right, I'm done. Tap into me in 28 minutes for It's a Hard Not Life podcast too.
I don't know. We supposed to snap to that shit, but we snapping.
Yeah. Fact.
Yo, check out Deep Guest Conversations at 7 or 7:30 Sundays. Him and Kiki. Do you love me? Are you writing?
Look how he looking. He don't even know what time his show come on.
He don't.
I gotta bounce back.
He don't even know. He like, yeah, it comes on Sunday sometimes.
Yeah, come on.
Sunday, motherfucker.
It come on whenever the fuck I feel like it. Just know it's a Sunday.
Hey, you want some updates? Just follow me on TikTok. That boy stupid funny. Holla at your boy.
Oh Lord, this guy.
Yo, this is the Truth Entertainment Films. Thank y'all. God bless y'all and good night.
God bless y'all. Good night.